Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Imperium Galactica. Now, whoops, I don't want to do that.
Star map.
Let's get this started.
Research.
As you all well know, we're now about to research the spy satellite, although we don't have enough mechanics to actually research it up to the end. Well, that's not much of a problem,
Star map.
because
Bridge. Colony.
we actually have
Colony information.
somewhere
Buildings.
on one of us, here actually,
Star map. Colony.
we are right now building a mechanics development center. So let's make that a little bit more quickly, shall we? We'll get another notification that research has been stopped normally.
Research.
Or we don't. Well, it doesn't matter. So we're gonna do something else in the meantime. Let me have a quick look at my checklist here. What we could actually do right now that we possibly could research for a little while until this is finished. Let's take the orbital facility.
Research stopped. Research started.
To make lost time a little bit up. Actually pause this. Actually it was paused. There we go. And by the way, we now have a quick time, which makes this even more speedy. But I don't want to do that right now. So I'll be sticking to a maximum of 2 in this case. So the research center should be built now, which is good. And let's research the satellite completely.
Research started.
And you should also note that we want to research as many things and as fast as possible.
Research started.
So I'm going to this orbital factory. The reason why I'm doing that is I need to construct flagships. And flagships are a very efficient way,
Star map.
or actually the only way, to get troops over to enemy planets. And that I want to impose as best as I can.
Colony information.
Now let's have a look at our buildings here, because I want to build these factories on our Zeuson planet as well. Let's have a look at our energy here. 12,000, not really that much, is it?
Buildings.
We cannot build a fusion plant either, but I'm going to build another nuclear power plant. Because I'm pretty sure we'll need it.
Buildings.
And then we'll skip over to a spaceship factory. That will be here. Let's accelerate that a little bit more. Let's have a look at the star map actually. Because these fleets of the Garthog, they move from the right hand side to the left hand side sometime. So they do attack you at some point, but they don't make it that frequently. But you should be prepared for that quite well. So are these happy? No, they back me up. These are happy. These are happy. These are happy. And these are happy. And that's something I've actually learned in this case. That morale actually is a good thing. And you should try to get the morale as high as you can. I didn't do that in previous playthroughs. So now is the time to actually do this properly. We shouldn't have a church yet.
Buildings.
And we are going to build a bar here as well. Is there something? Oh, yes, I can place it here. Alright, let's continue. How much do we get? 4,700? Oh, 8,500. That's very nice from the second power plant.
Research
Very, very
stopped.
good. Yeah.
Bridge.
Research stopped, but that's because of the credits, I think.
Research.
Yeah, too complicated. So we would need a civil tech building to complete this.
Star map.
So
Colony. Colony information. Buildings.
let's actually wait until we have enough cash. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. So the the third arrow, the quick time, skips it by 1 hour, whilst the middle one is just making it by 10 minutes each. Yeah, and the good thing is now we have moderate income from all our colonies. We'll get more income because the morale is higher. So morale is actually good in complete will be multiplied with the actual income. So the higher the morale, the more taxes you get paid, which is of course very good for us.
Colony.
Civil engineering is about to get placed, and let's continue. For some reason my throat is quite dry, and I have to always have a little bit of cough here. Quite uncomfortable right now.
Commander,
But we'll deal with it.
We have received a message.
We've received a message now, did we?
Bridge.
This is... Oh, hello.
We have discovered that the leader of the planets is a rebel. His escaped ship will land in 3 hours. Until then, you must make sure that absolutely no one leaves the planet.
So, our first scripted
Star
mission.
map.
So let's get the Acropolis over to this side. 3 hours is not really long, and I'm not completely certain whether I can actually make it this far in that time. Probably not. Let's accelerate time. I don't think I can actually make certain that no ship's leaving, but I try my best. Okay. Oh yes, headaches. Again, here they come.
I had another flashback to that strange room. Why? What's causing these terrible visions?
Well, how the hell should I know? I have no idea. I actually have to try and see if these ships actually count as leaving the planet. Hopefully they don't. Let's have a look if this counts at that. Okay, let's see if that one counts for it. Okay, no. I cannot press the retreat button right now. Like, you can only do it with enemies, really. Retreat would spare your ships from getting destroyed. However, of course, it would net you a total and complete failure in the mission. So you need to be wary of when you use that option, if you use it at all. And you see that just like bees, they're flying around and kind of having trouble getting where they should be. But I'll be making some room here for these guys. And he was about to call his lawyer. Good luck with that. Let's see if that one counts as that. Yeah, it does. Alright. No, you're not actually leaving the planet. You're going back. You misunderstood that, yet you're not leaving. Alright, and another one. We're, by the way, the interplanetary police now. So what IP do we have? I don't know. 192, 168, 02 maybe? I don't know. But this ship definitely is not on the list. So go back in your other VLAN. No, I can't attack the planet, of course. Didn't want to attack the planet anyway. But this is so crowded, I can't even target the ships correctly. And another ship trying to leave the planet, but not going to be leaving at all. Wonder what the first excuse will be. Like, I don't know, we're carrying sick people to a different planet. Like, that would be ingenious. Like, okay, sure, go ahead. Sick people always are prioritized.
Research completed.
Alright, orbital facility.
Research.
By the way, I'm taking 1 second to cross that out of my list. So, orbital facility. Oh, by the way, I probably should make these like colorized here on my list. Alright, orbital facility is done. Then we've got the spy satellite, it's done. Alright, let's have a look. What else do we have? How about the cargo pod? We don't have that yet. It doesn't require a lot
Research
time
started.
and not so much money either.
Star map.
So let's do that. Hopefully these ships that we actually block don't get back out in space all the time. Yes, I know that I cannot attack my own ship. That was not my intention either. And another ship. And I think they're actually moving back from the planet all the time now. Which is, of course, a little bit annoying, but we have to deal with it. We can't do it any other way. We have to make sure that no ships leave. And by the way, I think we could actually invest
Colony.
more money into factories now.
Buildings.
So let's go over to Zeuson
Colony.
and build a weapons factory as well. So we have that done.
Buildings.
And we should have one planet with no development center on it somewhere there. Now, what do we want to build here? We have a lot of mechanics too, which could be very well a very good investment. We could research Cruiser 1 and Hyperdrive version 2. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that for the moment. Yes.
Colony.
So mechanics it is, for the time being. We can always decommission those in a later stage,
Buildings.
and I probably will be doing that quite
Information.
often.
Buildings.
How much energy? 2,000, yeah, that's absolutely fine. Zeuson should be fine with energy as well. Just have a quick look at
Colony
that.
information. Buildings.
Yeah, they all require the same amount of energy, I would assume. Actually, military is taking more. Okay, but we're fine for now. We're good.
Star map.
We're good. Alright, another ship. Back to your place. I think this is the last time where we actually have to do something like this. So the next scripted missions, which are very rare by the way at this rank anyway, will not involve any kind of ships sending them back to planets and whatnot. So we get spared of that in the next missions. The next few hours, hopefully. Because doing this all over again, especially for 4 or 5 traders, is really tedious work. So hopefully this is working out as it should be. Not sure how long we actually have to keep this up. Oh, there are even more traders coming in. Can you stay not? Oh, please. Do not make this even harder. More ships coming in. Please, do not. This is so... so many things flying around. And especially because no ship's actually trying to leave. They're all like totally obeying my orders without any kind of no, we're not gonna to stay there, this is insane. Obviously these ships are very, very obedient to the interplanetary police that we are, which we aren't, but well, you can always make up titles, I suppose. Probably like 4 to 5 days doing all this job here.
Research completed.
Alright, cargo pod completed. Meaning I can, where's it? Here. Make it green. Right. Now, have we actually already the second build? No. But that is still okay, because it's on the way to be built.
Research started.
So let's start the research on this project.
Star map.
And continue. Because Hyperdrive version 2 is actually quite important for the time being. You should also note that we have to equip every single ship again with the new Hyperdrive, as well as we would have to equip with new weapons. So you upgrade each ship individually. So in this case we have to upgrade one flagship and like 23 other ships at the same time. Is there one ship fleeing now? Yeah. Nope. There comes one. Oh! I think we might be in luck. There is only one ship coming from the planet, and this one's going to turn around too. So we might actually not have that many ships flying around then after this. That would be awesome. Because I hate to engage like a bajillion ships all the time. Which means this takes even longer than it should be. Yeah, I think this is actually looking good. Now hopefully this will work out. And we don't have any other ships leaving the space. Alright, ship BX or BH-12 is not more leaving the planet. Turning around. There we go. Oh. I thought there would be a video sequence. Pah. No video sequence for the military leader. Oh no, oh god. Seriously? Like 4 ships now at the same time leaving. Oh, great. You must love it, really, to torture me. Okay. Maybe it's not yet over. So, actually, taking this time, since we don't actually do much, taking this time to explain a few things about what will happen in the future in this game. So basically, our objective is to take over the Garthog world, and that will be accomplished by building as many flagships as we can, probably 2 to 3 fleets, I would assume. I'm not entirely sure, but at least 2 fleets, to attack the Garthog homeworld. And that we will do most of the time with medium tanks. And we have 6 weapon factories, so we should be able to produce tanks non-stop without too much trouble. And then we'll try to attack the Garthog homeworld with the ships that we have right now. And once that is done, we will take over the world. Of course! What else? So, no, we'll not take over the world, but we take over the planet at least. So, I will be taking over planets, yes, but I have actually decided, and since I've done that previously in another playthrough as well, not to let the population live. You might ask, why would you do that? Well, there's actually a pretty simple reason for that, and that is the alien races do not like me on their planets. Oh crap, this ship escaped. Okay, proceed to your destination. Damn. That might actually screw up my mission now. That would be bad. Oh well. We're gonna see. So I will be killing off every single Garthog on the planet. The reason for that is that the aliens will rebel against you at the beginning. However, of course, if you take long enough to like, cuddle them a little bit, then they will not do that anymore. But I want to make sure I can have humans on that world later on, so get higher morals and such things. However, I cannot colonize the planets until I am one rank higher, so we'll try to keep those worlds unoccupied from alien races as best I can. And that is my mid-game plan, so to speak. I'm not sure that will work out, because, well, it did work out before, so why shouldn't it now? Might we get this one? Nope. I'm not entirely sure if I did a mistake now. If I did, I'd probably end up very, very bad with the Colonel here. But like, bajillion ships coming from at the same time. Not sure how high the miss rate can be. Oh yeah, let's actually watch that camera for a bit. It's not that bad, actually. Can we like click on something and see that then? No. Probably pre-rendered. Firepower 920, firepower 0. And also that flagship already has 4 tanks in its cargo hold. That should be fine, yes. Alright, this one's at least going back. So I'll try to take over the Garthog world step by step. And that, on the other hand, means, of course, that everything I put into this war will most likely be destroyed at some point.
Unidentified ship detected.
Oh, there it is. Unknown. Wait a second. Free traders. There's a... Let me have a look first on Naxos. What the hell? Oh. Oh, this is bad. Kind of bad. Good thing I actually have it. Nah, I don't have that much energy left over, but it's good enough. Okay, research is completed as well, so let me just make that green on my list here. Okay. Now, what can we do other than that? Cruiser. Yes. If I didn't do that before. Which I haven't yet completed completely, so let's do that.
Star map.
And also, I'm going to save here. And when we come back, folks, I'll be showing the battle with the free trader ship. So, see you then, folks.